it will end up being misused. Another thing that also came out well.
Wait. Just want to tell you, I decided to record this meeting. We will then decide if we share
for the
it.
future
I'm not saying
reference.
that, but I think it's a good meeting.
Yeah, because from here it is not like we are trying to put ourselves on the line, and this is just like learning and knowing each other, and also knowing on how we can work forward. That is the reason why we are having this meeting, to see where we can align and where the problem is coming from, so that next time we don't repeat ourselves in the same thing which is happening. Because right now we are recruiting also new people. Remember us telling you that we are going to Eldoret and we will be seeing other people. Before we put them in the family, we have to know who are they. Do they have projects? What are they doing? Something like that. So, Rose, you can go on, say what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I was saying, now that we've seen what the issues that are coming out and how people are behaving, I think before we do any project or activity, we should first of all have a budget. Having a budget means we know very well how much we'll cater for transport, how much we'll cater for lunch, how much we'll cater for the rooms and where people are going to sleep. And from what date to what date, what activities will be done. So it will be easy for us also to plan. So when you are giving out money, someone will know very well, I'm giving 50,000, 20,000 will be for transport, 20,000 will be for activities, 10,000 will be for food. It will be easy even for someone to account for that. Another thing we should also do that has come so well, before giving money, now that we are working as a team, for example, like let me give an example of our team, me, Dorothy, and Maurine. With the moment we have a budget, we just sit down as a team before even bringing it to either you, Julius, or anyone. We have our own meeting and agree on what we are requesting for. So we know very well if it is the money is being channeled to Maurine, it is such an amount. If the money is channeled to Dorothy or Rose, it is such an amount where no one can come later and say, I don't know how much was given. Like you see, today we had a conversation of how sure are you I was given the money? How sure are you? How sure are you? So, when you are sure, you'll say, okay, we had a meeting. It was recorded that you're going to be given 50,000. So the 50,000, this is what we did for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And also, what has also come out clear from the meeting is people are not trustworthy.
Transparency.
Trustworthy to mean if you are given 10,000, why don't you say I was given 10,000 and I did 1, 2, 3, or I misused the money? Can we see a way forward on how we can handle this? Because we are a family and people, when you're working with people like now, I know Dorothy, I know Maurine, I know their weaknesses, I know their best points, and I know where to button. I know the button to fix for me to know what to get. So we should also know each other better, knowing each other better, and also having boundaries.
Another thing I want to add.
Yes. Yeah.
Another thing I want to add is that when we are working outside, let's not put people with the expectation. If we are there to sensitize people, let's sensitize them. Let's not give people promises. Because sometimes you can appear to people and then they've seen their Messiah. All their problems are solved. You can only advise. When we are in a position to do advocacy, let's advise and say, today we are doing advocacy. If you are distributing sanitary tiles, you say, these are the sanitary tiles we've got for today. Unless we resource mobilize in the near future. But we can't promise that we will be giving you So those are some of the things which I think was bringing also the problem, because I had this last statement which was said that when Tracy went there, Delmont was trying to say that people were seeing Tracy as power, and they were trying to, I don't know, to dismantle their project.
Like everyone wanted to be close to her so that they get bonga points, like they get favors.
And Ragnar was trying to bring something that in humanists we don't have ranks. In humanists we are just doing what we can do, and we are here to change the world. If Dorothy has decided to give out her time, that is okay. If Ragnar is in Iceland running left, right, center to fundraise, selling the fish, whatever is doing, that is the party a second. So when Dorothy is there out to do advocacy, let us do something which is even after we've come out with a report, if somebody gave Ragnar money to do, or Ragnar gave out money, he can be happy like, oh, these people have done the work I wanted. But you see right now, things are not coming clear, because they're telling Ragnar that he needs to pay hotel, an extra payment of an hotel. They are not saying how much is it. They're not saying which dates were those. Yeah. Another thing, they're saying that they lend money. Did they inform Ragnar before? Those are the questions which were running into my mind. That if we go to Eldoret today and we are doing something, I think Ragnar normally meets us every night, like after the activity, wants to talk with us, even if it is for 30 minutes, and he's on his way. He normally speaks to us. Even if it is through SMS, sending photos, and you're just chatting, he's always communicating. So I don't know how it came that they went to lend money without informing Ragnar. You know, it was not adding up for me. I wanted to ask question, but I say, oh God, this is not my meeting. Let me just be a listener today. But my mouth was like, I had a question on my fingertips, but I said, no, this is not my meeting. Let me be the guest.
Yeah,
when they were lending, when they were asking for this money, I didn't hear you saying anywhere that you were informed. So I wanted to ask, and I say, no, God, hold me back. Today I'm a listener. Let me just be a listener. But I wanted to ask such questions. Like, we normally have these meetings. Did you any day inform Ragnar that you are going to lend this money? Because like right now, we don't know when the money duration was given. Was it given as a donation? That is the reason why Ragnar was right by saying, if I start asking for the money I've been giving out for the project,
will you able to be paid back?
Will you able to be paid back? Yeah, because according to my conclusion, I said they never informed you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
So
Me, what I know, we learn.
I think
Ugandan
team, they still need to learn things. They are ready to do the work, but they still need to learn from us on how things are being done and how operations are being done. We should always have a limit on how something, because I had them demanding for something which I was not happy about it. When it comes to humanist work, I think this one is normally voluntary work. And they were saying that they took their time. And I think when we are doing things, we are not always being forced. Like Ragnar has never forced me and Rose that I want you to do this. It is us who always go to Ragnar and say, Ragnar, we have this thing and we want to do this. So with them, they were asking you about their time allowance. And I was like, okay, there are things which are not clear.
Yes, we are okay. You know, I'm not okay. Maybe sometimes I've come up with an idea, but I'm not telling you what to do. You come up with the protest you want to do, and I see if I can support you and help you, and we are doing this together. That is. We are all, and you're not doing it for me, you're doing it because you have a heart for helping others, heart for
and we want to change the world. We want to change the world.
Yeah. So we are in
but it's okay. It's okay. We learn every day. Yeah.
And also the way Ragnar started by saying that in humanist we don't have funds. I think many people here in Africa, they think if we have Mzungu or we have any project to do in
Exactly.
Africa, we have money. That's the way I came to realize that in Delmond mind, Delmond was thinking that the funds are there and there's someone who is supporting the project, so that Ragnar is the one who is getting the money and distributed to maybe Tracy, or sending money to someone to facilitate for activities. So these people need a lot of information about that. In humanist, we are there to volunteer and we are there to support a small activities. We don't have salaries, we don't have standing allowance, sitting allowance, time allowance, because I see they have a lot of allowance that they are claiming.
Exactly.
And that is the reason why I'm saying that nowadays, if we are bringing somebody on board, we have to explain to them so that it doesn't bring chaos. You remember the time that beekeeper did for us and work. He was demanding for money, yet he knew very well that he came as a volunteer. The money which Ragnar was paying him was just a token of appreciation. Yeah, the same way Ragnar can say, now you are going back home. Let me send for you something small to buy sugar when you are going back home for the kids. It doesn't mean that we have to demand for it every day, that you have to pay us. So that is what people are not understanding. And that is the reason why we need now, when we are bringing somebody on board, we need to explain to them. Because I see everybody was flopping there, like you see Jacqueline was there, Dodge. They've never known how humanist work run, and they think that maybe people who are there are getting a lot of money. It is the same way we can invite them to Kenya here to come and do an activity. Ragnar will only support where they're going to sleep and the food they're going to eat and maybe their transport. And then they join us here. There is nothing which is being paid that because they wanted to put it as if there is a contract they sign that they are supposed to be paid. And also, I don't like the way Delmont was acting. Why is he writing letters? Why is he writing letters to Antonio and Julius? If we've discussed that we want to do activity right now, like for Eldoret, we want to do it with me, Rose, Maurine, and Ragnar. Why do I have to go and share our problems? Yet the four of us, we can sit like this and discuss it. Why was Delmont taking that story there?
I will send you,
what did he want?
I will send you the letter. He is okay. One thing is we are, we are different. Someone is very good in this, someone is very good in something else, someone is very different in this and that. And it's like if you have a company, you don't want everybody to be good in one thing. No, you want to have people that are good in very different things, and and the thing is how you can work together. Sometimes when people ask me, what are you doing there in Africa? Sometimes I tell them, okay, we are having seminars where we are teaching people. Where we are helping people to have confidence in themselves and teach them to work together. That's it. And like Delmont, I will send you. I will send to you we have a report about. It is 4 pages about everything that is not okay, and he want to change and want to clarify and all that. Actually, you are very good to make a report. He's very good to make. He's educated as a doctor. He's a doctor. And he is very. He's one. Sometimes we call. He is the Excel type. He know how to make a report about everything, but he's not Okay, actually, all the conclusion he came to what have to be better are things that he should be making better, not asking me to do it. So we have different people, but first of all, it is we need everybody on board. How different they are, if they want to. So yeah, and also what I noticed when people get money, they freak out and they do all kind of mistakes. Like he
Yeah.
got good money there, and he didn't use it wisely, and he is trying to. The report he sent me about money is like a novel, something he made up. That's why I want him to have a meeting and explain his report. But okay, this was actually I was happy with this meeting, and I think we in the end people were we ended in a good spirit
Well,
instead
yeah,
of
yeah,
bad
yeah, yeah.
spirit, and we want to take it further. But tell me, then you have a meeting. Have you okay? The video we did about the report and the journey to Rusinka. No, how is it? What is the name? The island. It was my voice was silent. It was some mistake, so we cannot use this video or share it. But we can
Okay.
do another meeting where we do the same again.
Yeah, we can do another one. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And where I have fixed it, so now I can. Now my voice is not silent. It was just one thing I did wrong. And also, what are you thinking about the project you want to do in Eldoret, and where, when? Have you talked about your next project?
We have already talked about our next project, and I think, Maureen, you have the plan on your end. We had already even shared the budget with Maureen, and we are planning to go there on 4th. On 4th is going to be on a Thursday, because we thought that if we go on a weekend, we'll find when the organizations are not working. Yet we need to visit organization, because if we go there on a weekend, people will say, no, we are not in our office. You cannot get us. So we thought of going there on a Thursday. Then we spend Thursday and Friday. Then we travel back on Saturday, so that we
Okay.
can be able to meet those people in their offices. So I've tried to reach them to tell them that we'll be visiting, and they are happy about it. So we had not concluded at what time we be visiting, but I told them that on Thursday morning I'll be in Eldoret. That is me and Rose, and then we will be with Maureen. So we'll visit Donald. We'll visit Calvin. We will visit that other one is Kilimani Buddhas. And I think we are going to go back to the children's home where we went last time, and also to see the project of Donald. Donald is also one of the very active people. We've come to realize that he's really attending the meetings. He's always there.
Okay, very good. And
Maureen, you want to say something?
No.
Okay.
okay, I have some questions. Okay, what is the budget?
Maureen, you add the budget?
Budget is 21,000 for 2 people, and then I forwarded to you.
And do you have that money?
Yeah.
Okay, very good.
I have the money. I have that money. Then, if we visit to children homes, maybe I can add 5,000 for the maybe shopping. Maybe we do something.
Okay, very good. Another question. Will you visit Alice?
Yeah, we'll visit Alice. Ragnar, we don't have problem with anyone. Unless, Maureen, you have something to say, but me and Rose. Rose, do you have problem with that? Just talk.
Rose.
Visiting her where? In the office or in the?
Okay, Maureen,
In the
do you have
office.
problem with that?
No, I don't
Visiting
have
Alice in
problem.
their office.
I don't have problem with that.
I'm just saying, when, because we are not forcing anyone to work with anyone.
Yeah.
But somehow when you're around, it is very nice if you take a moment to visit your friends and just to say hi, how are you, and because
and we are not
wait, because if Alice hear that Dorothy and Rose are around there and they just ignore her, then she will think, what's wrong? What is happening here? Maureen, you don't have to go with them, but I would recommend that Dorothy and Rose, you just go there to say hi, if it's possible. Or you can tell her that you were busy doing other things and you didn't have time, but next time you will pass by or something.
Yeah, it's always good to inform. Yeah, it's always good to inform someone when you are in their place. Yeah, because we are trying to bring that.
Think about it. If I would come to Kisumu and I would not visit you,
and then we'll be going to Eldoret, and then
I
we'll
was around, but I didn't come and say hi to you. What would you think?
What is the problem with Ragnar? And what about if you come and then we go to Eldoret together and then we cannot visit Alice because they will say that now they are here because Ragnar is here. Oh. No.
So you know what I'm saying. I leave it to you. But,
yeah, we know what you mean. We know what you mean.
You were saying, Maureen. Sorry, I did overspeak you.
I was saying that actually, me and Alice, we are not working together, but visiting each other doesn't have any problem. In fact, I meet Alice in market, in Maurine market. Sometimes when I go there, I meet with her, her daughter, doing shopping. We greet each other. Then I go. So I don't. The only thing that I will not go to do with Alice is working together. Anything with money, me, Alice, and money, no. But visiting her, say hi to her. In fact, that is my former office. If Dorothy and Rose visit there, they will see my pictures are all over in the wall. The way I was doing the project with her. Then we'll talk 1, 2, 3. Yeah, me, I don't have any problem with Alice.
And another thing, Maureen, I want to tell you is that Alice, you will still meet Alice in spaces because if you're if you're working with the sex workers, and then Alice is also working with sex workers, and you are going to the same meeting, you will meet Faith, you will meet Alice, you will meet Dorothy from Kisumu, you will meet Rose from Homa Bay, you will meet Diana from Migori. Those are the people who work with sex workers. So at the end of the day, you will always be meeting these people. The only thing is that what I normally think is that not everybody in a space has to be your friend, but you can be colleagues, whereby you leave everything at work. Yeah, after working, you leave it there. But if you want to draw boundaries, sometimes it's going to make us not to look as if we are working. Yeah, you just go there because I don't think there is somewhere I've stand like this exchanging with Alice. And I have no problem. Passing and seeing the work he's doing is just okay and leaving.
Yeah, I just want you to think about it. And it would be good.
Okay.
We are a family, big family. Even
big families always fight. People fight and they eat together
in the
again.
family, people always fight, and in the family, people don't want to work with each other because of something, and we have all kind of issues.
Yeah, because of the past.
Yeah. Okay, it is good. Okay, this is can we say prepaid project? Maurine, when are you going to tell us about your secret?
Maurine, are you in a position to tell us this? When do you want to tell us your secret? Do you want to tell us when girls are with you in Oma Bay or in Eldoret, or you want to talk about it today?
I will talk when you guys are in Eldoret day 2 with evidence. You know me, I work with evidence.
Yeah, you have to tell them about the last project.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So we are waiting for a surprise on the second day. That is going to be on a Friday.
Yeah, first day we do activity. Second day when we have done with the activity when we were in our BNB resting, and I've promised I will buy you something like to take Mzinga. And I know Rose is a pastor. Then after that I will call Ragnar, and then I will show you first of all the evidence. Then I call Ragnar.
Very good.
Okay. Yeah. I think that is going to be okay. So Thursday it's a deal, and Ragnar, we were supposed to have another meeting. It was on Saturday or on Sunday. I'm not sure. Saturday. Any day.
Any Saturday, yeah. We talked about to have another meeting after 1 week, same time.
Yeah, same time.
Okay,
yeah.
When
so
are
it was going to be. We'll be going to Eldoret next week on Thursday.
So let's have a meeting on Saturday. What time was it?
On Saturday. It was at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay. Let's have a meeting 8 Saturday. PM.
Yeah. Okay. So
sounds
good.
Nice to see you.
That was a good one. Yeah. Nice to see you too. Thank you so much, Ragnar.
Yeah.
Peace, force, and joy.
Peace, force, and
Don't
joy.
sleep with heavy heart.
Bye.
Love you guys.